What's going guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, I'm going to tell you guys my insights, views and thoughts regarding this Zebenstunier PvP battles in this game called Exos Heroes. I mean, like, is it really worth to pursue this content? I mean, like, in so many games out there, like let's say Epic 7 and Summer Sword, it's pretty much the end game content where people pretty much really hope to get some of the best materials in the game so that it can really allow them to improve their account much further. But how about in the Exos Heroes? How much is it limited? I mean, like, up to what extent can we really pursue this content, and then after that one, can we just leave it aside or not? Let's actually talk about all of those kind of things. I will give you my own tips and my own, opinion regarding this mechanic right now, and I would definitely love to hear your uh, opinions as well. All right, so there we go. Anyways, let's get into this reward section right off the bat. So right now I'm in the challenger one, which has now become the home to so many players out there. It's pretty much the home base, okay, because it's too easy to get into the challenger one, because all you need to do is just win the battles and then like to gain up to 4,000 points. As long as you have 4,000 points in the PvP battles, you are definitely going to get in the challenger one, and nobody's gonna take it away from you, because even when you are going to lose a battle, you do not just lose your Zebenstunier points, your PvP points. So your ranking is never gonna be affected at all, okay? But what about this another tier called the master tier that is just above the challenger tier? Now in here, things are a little bit different, because like, on addition to the points, you are also gonna be required to get into the population bracket, okay? For, let's say, for example, in the master 3 tier, you need to get 4,300 points. That is the basic requirement. And on top of that one, you also need to fall into the category of this top 3.5% limited population group. Okay, if you do not fall into that group, you will not actually be capable to get into the master 3, even if you have higher points than 4,300 points. For example, right over here, I have 5,054 points and still I am in the challenger 1. Now that is the reason why I'm still in the challenger 1 league instead of being in the masters 3. And well, that's the problem right over there. And like, early on, most of the players were pretty much contradicting this idea, like, okay, no problem at all. Why you are, like, complaining about this one? Why are you just whining about this one? If you just keep on using your PvP tickets in a very regular manner, there's a chance that you can go into the Masters 3 and even Masters 2 or even Masters 1. That was the case before, when the population, or let's say the player base in the Exos Heroes, was not really that high. But recently we actually managed to celebrate the 5 million download celebration event. Just think about it, how many players there really are. And the 3.5% of such humongous group is way, way, way big, okay? It's too huge. And to get into that top 3.5% is a really tough thing to actually achieve. And 5 million is just a current state. How about it goes to 10 million or maybe even 20 million in upcoming days, which I think it's not going to be possible, because Exos Heroes is not really becoming that, like, generous nowadays. But anyways, what I'm really trying to say is that the current population is way too high, and being in the Master 3 is already hard. Being in the Master 2 is already like a dream thing to do when you are a free-to-play player. I mean, like, if you are a free-to-play player and you are in the Masters 2, then congratulations. Oh my god, you have really sacrificed a lot of sleeps in the night. I mean, like, you should have woken up in the middle of the night to actually continue playing the Zebenstunier battle, or you might have made a very burst start when the Zebenstunier battle had just reset at the weekly report day, right? Meaning, like, on the Mondays. During that time, you would just love to spam all the Zebenstunier tickets that you have managed to save so far, and then you can just spam it in just a single day, or maybe within the first 2 to 3 hours, and try to get maybe even into the legend tier, and some might have even made it up to like the tier top 3. Okay, it's really up to them. Anyways, the thing is that still, if you even manage to reach into the Masters 1, or maybe into the master tier, I mean, like, into the grand tier as well, the thing is that you will actually be pushed back again, okay? just you wait, okay? Other player will again start to climb up and they will beat you down. All right, and that's the case right over there. And I think that it actually doesn't make any sense to actually do even a burst move, because within the period of like those 7 days, you will be beaten very harshly. Okay, you will be actually pushed aside really harshly unless you actually spend some of your valuable says in this Zebenstunier passes, okay, or let's say the Zebenstunier tickets. 80 says in return for 5 Zebenstunier passes. If you actually try to whale this content right over here, maybe there is a little bit of chance, which I really don't think is actually going to make a lot of sense. Like, why you should do that? Okay, I'm just save your says, and I think that's gonna be even better. Why do you just keep on spamming says for like for the thing which is pretty much getting a little bit more toxic and toxic and toxic? It's starting getting more overpopulated, and it's actually starting to make no sense at all anymore. So what I'm saying is that just being in the challenger one is already enough. You really don't need to actually start to go to the master 3, master 2, or master 1. You are not trying. I'm like, you won't be able to prove anything. Trust me. I mean, like, you won't be able to prove anything. Just think about it. The reward in the challenger one is like 1050 says and 1534 medal of duel. All right, so when you actually move into the master 3, your reward is going to be 1190 says and 5 extra fate of like star of fate and 2477 medal of duel, right? And you might be thinking, is it good? I would say like, no, the says is only increasing by like 140 says. I mean, like, to be so hyperactive and be always active in this game and try to use all the PvP tickets. Yes, okay, you finally somehow managed to get in the Masters 3 for 140 extra sass. I mean, like, is it really worth it? So that like you actually start to just always keep on like grinding and grinding in this PvP content just to get like 140 extra sass? I really don't think that it's actually that huge or humongous. And just 5 units or like 5 star of fate, it's not really that of a big deal. And medal of duel, oh my god, compared to any other RPG game out there, like let's say Epic 7 and Summoner's Sword, this is the most bullshit out of all. Okay, like let's say when you are going to do the PvP battles in this other RPG games, like let's say Epic 7, you're definitely gonna get those like PvP victory rewards, or let's say the tokens, which you can pretty much exchange for so many amazing out there, like let's say equipments, gears, high tier equipments, and even like the best items in the game out there. Like let's say in the Summoner's War, you can actually exchange your earned medals for exchange of like devil mons, right? The one that actually improves your skill level by +1. Yes, those kind of things you can exchange for that one, which actually does allow you to improve your gaming content way better. But in this game, what can you really exchange for such dual tokens? I mean, like the medal of duel. What is the thing? Let's check it out. All right, all you need to do is go into the door to creation. This is the place where you can exchange a lot of things like that, and then after that just go into the craft book, and guess what, guys? You can just get Levi stones. That is the stamina of this game for in exchange of the medal of duel. That is it. That is it. I mean, like, there's nothing special about this medal of duel. There is nothing really special about this medal of duel. It's the most shittiest item in this entire game. It's the most, like, I don't know what to say this. Like, the worthless item in this entire game, which actually doesn't make any sense at all. It's like totally worthless, if you really have to ask me, because even power up wings, or maybe let's say the other ways, actually does reward you in a very handsomely manner. Like let's say power of friendship, this is the one which actually gives you even better Levi stone than compared to the power of duel. Like, why would you even actually try to get like this pathetic amount of Levi stones, which actually you can get usually through a lot of events and many other possible ways as well in this game? So no problem at all. And usually very few content in this game actually do require this Levi stone. So most of the time you will always be in the surplus of this Levi stone. Just look at that. My maximum capacity is 400 Levi stone, and I have 4,467 Levi stone for now, and I still don't need to use it. Okay, so this actually does make this exchange of the Medal of Duel so pathetic, so useless, so like nonsense item in this game. Okay, this Medal of Duel compared to other RPG games, which actually does provide so many amazing premium exchange for the Medal of Duel in their game. And in this game, it's totally useless, pathetic, and it's totally it's of no use. Okay, and I would really love to prove you my point. Like, let's say I'm in the challenger one, right? What if I try to lose this battle? Okay, so I will just try to use one pathetic unit in my team, and I will just play it, and let's try to play the battle. And obviously there's a very good chance I'm just going to lose this fight just in the one shot, and you are going to witness if I'm actually going to lose the PvP points, the PvP ranking. Am I going to lose it? Just watch it out. Okay, so there we go. Just kill me, Rera. There we go. What the hell? Okay, wow. All right, there we go. And just one more hit, and there we go. She's dead. Okay, now just see it over there. See, I still have 5,054 points. Did my point actually changed? I mean, like, I just got 16 Medal of Duels. Okay, if I am going to win a battle, I will be getting 20 Medal of Duel. And if I'm going to lose, I get 16 Medal of Duel. I'm like, why is there even a need to win the battle against the opponents? I'm like, I really don't find any kind of like logic out in there. So even if you cannot actually compete very nicely in the PvP content, don't falter. Okay, don't really try to sob about it, or let's say remorse about it, or regret about it, or whatever that is. Don't try to feel sorry about it as well. It's just worthless. Okay, it's just, like, it just doesn't make any sense at all anymore. All right, so as long as you are in the challenge one, as soon as you make it to the challenge one, you can just stop playing this Zebenstunier. It just does not make any sense at all. Just save your time, do other stuff, and give your more time to your personal life rather than just digging into this one. That's all I have to say to you. Anyways, I will actually do some like daily PvP battles, maybe one or two, just for the fun of it. All right, so there we go. I'm really happy that I was really able to get some of the really like top tier units in this game. So yeah, there we go. That's how I am supposed to like play. And let's actually just play one battle, and I think that's gonna be wrapping up this video. Okay, so I'm pretty sad, pretty disappointed how the Zebenstunier PvP battle is really designed in this game. The way how the Medal of Duel is being used or exchanged in this game, which is supposed to be the end game content of this game, is now so pathetic, and it just is way bad. Okay, it's just too bad. I think the opponent is just way too, like, how do you say this, weak. All right, so there we go, just one shot, and the Fate Correra was able to take care of most of them, and two turns, and yes, the opponent just went down so fast. Okay, so let's try to do another battle as well, like, just for the fun of it, just for the sake of it. Okay. It's too funny, guys, it's too funny. Oh man. But hey guys, when you actually move on to the Masters 3, what happens that if you lose, you lose the PvP points. Yes, if you lose, you lose the PvP points. So be careful about that, okay? And right over here, where am I supposed to really get rid of? I mean, like, I think I can get rid of this guy right over here called Baraka. Let's just kill him right off the bat, just like that. Boom, there we go. Too easy because it's just too squishy. And I really don't need to get really pressured by the Fate Correra in the opponent side as well, because there is no Fate Core battery or battery in the opponent team, okay? So I just have all the time in the world to just play with the opponent and just beat them up really nicely, okay? I can just really bully them because this is the PvP battle right now. I mean, like, if you just have a really good set of players that is pretty much really high tier in the opponent, I mean, like in the arena content, I pretty much can just chillax, relax, and just spam them and just try to kill them just like that. Oh wow, I'm like, he did actually survive. All right, okay, bonanza for him. All right, I think I need to really get rid of that Rera. Okay, so well, I think I can just go with this ultimate attack just like that. I think nobody can actually resist my attack right up there, just like that. Boom, there we go. Oh wow, solo Rera can actually be a problem, but no worries, guys. My battery is actually gonna take care of that one. Okay, so there we go. That's the AoE delete button. But anyways, one character was out of the map. Anyways, that's it, guys. I mean, like, if you are asking me, like, should I really go on and playing with that remaining 3 tickets, I would like, no need to, unless I actually start to, debut some legendary hero units, how they are going to perform in the PvP battles. Maybe at that time I can create an extra video. But lately, I just find it totally useless and totally nonsensical, totally waste of time to keep on competing in the PvP battle after reaching the Challenger 1 and getting the medal duel, the medal of duel. It's pretty much totally worthless because all you can exchange it for is the Levi Stone and nothing else. So that also really devalues the medal of duel really badly. And considering PvP battles or PvP content or arena content in so many other RPG games out there, like Calibria, Epic 7, Summoner's War, Aeroflight, the exchange rewards are so good that the PvP content really starts to become the late game content. But in this game, can we really consider the Zebenstunier as the late game content? I would say hell no, okay? Hell no. It's really designed in a very corrupt manner, okay? The game is really not really trying to provide access to a very broad range of players. Pretty much we are limited to that 1050 says per weekly report, and that's all that we have to be happy about. We cannot just go beyond that one, okay, even if we want to, unless you use the says or try to whale this content out. So that's what I really have to say to you guys. A little bit of like happiness, because after getting challenge 1 you really don't need to worry about this content anymore. A little bit of disappointment and sadness, because even if we want to, we just cannot really go into the higher tier as a free-to-play player, and especially if you really are not going to well out, it's totally impossible, okay? That's what I really have to say. Anyways, I'm really hoping for the insights, opinions, and perspective from you guys as well. Do let me know in the comment section below, and we can really trigger a discussion on that one. And this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on using the content of my channel. See you guys in the next video.